This show is brought to you by the All Pro Nation Radio Network. Be sure to like and subscribe and check us out online at allpronation.com, where fans have a voice.
Hey guys, welcome to the All Pro Nation podcast. My name is Chris Smith, and as you may or may not have known, this past week the Saints Nation lost a very important member of our family. Owner Tom Benson has passed. And for those of you who aren't fans of the Saints, you may not know the history of Tom Benson. You may not know how controversial of a figure he was in New Orleans, and how he was kind of a lifesaver to the city and to the state as a whole. 1995, then owner John Minka was looking to move the Saints team to Jacksonville, Florida. He was the first owner, the original owner of the franchise, and he was looking to move the team to Jacksonville, Florida to kind of refreshen the brand. As everybody kind of jokes, the Saints had the nickname of the Aints, as they struggled to even garner a few wins throughout its inception to 1985. Governor of Louisiana, Edwin Edwards, saw the potential move and said, you know, this isn't what's good for the state, this isn't what's good for the city, and he convinced a rising millionaire, eventually billionaire, in Tom Benson to buy the team. Tom Benson famously said, you know, we have some of the best fans in the world, and we're going to end up having one of the best teams in the world. After that, Tom Benson would be in public battles with the state over leasing and contracts in regards to the Superdome. He even flirted with moving the team to a different city, and it wouldn't be until 2005, after Hurricane Katrina, that Tom Benson would publicly flirt with the idea of moving the team to its temporary home of San Antonio, Texas, and making that the permanent home. The fan backlash to Tom Benson was pretty great, and really you have a mixture of fans. You have the fans who still pretty much hated Tom Benson because of the threat of moving the team and the public displays that he put on throughout the 2006 or 2005 season, you know, bashing reporters and just not being a very lovable person. It would be after that Tom Benson would decide to keep the Saints in Louisiana. Him and general manager Mickey Loomis would then go on to hire Sean Payton and Drew Brees and pretty much change the face of the franchise and turn the franchise around with just a few hires. Of course, everybody who's a Saints fan remembers the hype of the Reggie Bush pick in the 2006 draft. And it would be that 2006 draft class that would set the Saints up to go on a run to win their first Super Bowl in franchise history in 2009, beating the Indianapolis Colts. I remember as a fan watching the Super Bowl on television and them interviewing Tom Benson as he's hoisting the Lombardi trophy high above his head, and he proclaimed that, you know, this isn't just for the city, this was for the state, and that the state of Louisiana was finally back. After the heartbreak of Hurricane Katrina, Tom Benson said that the state of Louisiana had finally come back. From then on, Tom Benson would pour hundreds of millions of dollars, and not just the NFL, including his donation to the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, and the stadium being renamed after him, the Tom Benson Stadium. He would also dump hundreds of millions of dollars in local charities and the Ochsner Hospital system. And in 2014, the state of Louisiana would erect a statue honoring Mr. Benson in Champion Square right outside of the Superdome, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest figures in New Orleans Saints in Louisiana history. Tom Benson's truly going to be missed, and we look forward to the transition to his wife, Gail, as she looks to move the Saints into this new era. And we hope that Mr. Benson's looking down and that we'll be able to bring another Lombardi trophy, and he'll be up in heaven doing the famous Benson Boogie for many more years.